You know you could rock the roles you're interviewing for, and yet, in the interview, your nerves take over. You don't explain yourself quite right. You ramble. And you don't come across as confident despite having the track record to back up that you're a darn good employee. Well, in this video, you are going to get strategies to ramble less and appear more confident. And these are way more strategic than do a power pose. I mean, that's valid, but you're going to need more than a power pose to impress them, Clark Kent. And stay to the end because you'll learn a strategy of how to reduce your try-hard energy and appear more confident and in control. Oh, and hello, I'm Madeline Mann. I'm a human resources leader and the best-selling author of Reverse the Search, and I turn job seekers into job shoppers. I am a top job search instructor on LinkedIn Learning and Spotify, and I've been featured on ABC, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, and more. Subscribe because what's the best that can happen? You become so good at interviews that people start calling you Oprah.
Well, hold up, wait a minute.
Not to spook you, but rambling is one of the top reasons candidates get rejected in a job interview. Not lack of experience, not lack of skills, just talking too much. Because when you talk too much, you seem mentally disorganized, which will ruin your chances at any sort of leadership role, and it burns through valuable interview time and confuses the interviewer so they can't get to all of their questions. And that is a tragedy worthy of a tiny violin. Let's fix this. First, keep your job interview answers under 2 minutes. Some complex behavioral questions, like how you navigated a merger while managing 2 teams and learning to knit, might need a little more time. That's fine, but make that the exception, not the norm. Here's how you actually get good at this. Step 1, you study. Understand the anatomy of sublime interview answers for all different types of questions. Congratulations, you are already on the #1 channel for job interviews. So use these videos as your unfair advantage. And I will link below a worksheet on how to craft your answer to tell me about yourself because that's a good place to start. Step 2, you record yourself answering questions. Step 3, only listen to the words you say. Do you talk too much? Do you use filler words? Are your points clear and structured? Really evaluate it. Step 4, now turn off the audio and only watch yourself. Are you fidgeting a lot? Do you have an ever-present frown? Does your smile seem plastered on? Step 5, fix it. Rinse and repeat. Now, this is quite challenging to do yourself, so if you want to have a coach give you feedback on the nuances that will dramatically improve your approach, I'll put a link below for coaching. Watching yourself on video is really uncomfortable to do. And I know because I have been filming myself for years, and my early footage is seriously cringy.
Thanks for going undercover with me. I need to go back into hiding now.
But that's how we grow. Part 2, ask questions before you answer. Rambling in job interviews isn't your fault. Interviewers are notorious for asking vague questions. But I have a hack to counteract this and never ramble in a job interview again. Here's the fix. Ask a clarifying question before you answer. Let's say they ask, how do you feel about your goal-setting abilities? Excuse me? Huh? You can tell the interviewer has a specific answer in mind, but they are struggling to ask the right question. So you could ask something like, goal setting has been a huge part of all my previous jobs and something that I highly value. Are you curious about how I personally set and achieve goals? How I manage the goals for my team? What would you like me to focus on? Or when in doubt, simply repeat the last 3 words they said and they're likely to clarify. Goal setting abilities? It is so helpful to get this clarity because you can then take your answer in the right direction and feel a lot more confident about your answer and likely ramble a lot less, especially if they reveal that this is more of a check the box question where it's something as simple as, oh, I just wanted to know if you have led goal setting for your team before, and it sounds like you have. And here's the crown jewel of vague questions. So what did you do in your last job? The danger level of this question is lava. You can respond with, high level, I owned onboarding, team training, internal documentation, and department-wide communication. Are there any of those you'd like me to expand on? This ensures that you only deliver the details they want instead of including all of this distracting or irrelevant information. I also have a document with the best questions to ask in a job interview, and I will link that for free below. Do you ever get interviewers who ask vague questions? Say, yes, I'm asked vague questions frequently, or no, I'm not asked vague questions frequently in the comments. I'm curious to hear what is your experience. Part 3, eliminate try-hard energy. Now, here's a trick that can instantly make you sound more confident in job interviews, especially if you tend to go into interviews with this overeager energy. Box up your try-hard energy. Before the job interview starts, literally say to yourself, I don't need to prove myself. I just need to connect. And here's what this looks like in real life. Instead of saying, I've admired your company for years, and I am confident that I could make a big impact and I would be the right fit. My top accomplishments include A, B, C. Instead, say, I noticed your team has been expanding into new markets. That's exactly the type of challenge I thrive on. And I'd love to know more about how you're approaching it. One is desperate to be chosen. The other sounds like a peer. Same experience, totally different vibe. So box up the pressure to impress. You don't need it to win them over. You need to explore how this could work for both of you. This is the tip of the ice cream when it comes to reversing the job search, getting companies to come to you, and then you landing offers at the majority of companies you interview with. And I put the strategies in the book, Reverse the Search, published by Penguin Random House. And just saying, last time I checked, the book had a 4.9 star rating. So go grab it. I will link it in the comments and in the description. You've got this. Wi-Fi high five.